Bonjour, this is Valpray for the Notorious DID. I am talking today about a couple of subjects. The first is how you ever slept 24 hours or more? Well, I did. I noticed, you noticed probably, there's no video yesterday. Why? Because we were out cold. I had a couple of times when I vaguely woke up, was grumpy, because that's me. If I am woken up and I sleep, grumpy, me personally, and woke up looking gorgeous. Yes, I'm sure these little sprigs of hair. I could have done my hair, but we're going to be transparent here and honest. So honestly, this is what my hair looked like when I got up. I know these little sprigs are probably going to drive you crazy, because I know they drive me crazy. I love to share. I share with you because you're so special. You're the best for coming to visit us and for listening to us and learning about us, and we appreciate it. And this is how I appreciate it. I share my bed hair. Sorry. So, yes, day before yesterday, we got a lot done. We only slept like 2 hours. I had to take my daughter to do her surgery, which were keloids. They're huge. She had a huge one on her ear. What they are is like a large bump, like a little growth, that they can sometimes inject. But for hers, it had to be removed because if they go too long, they have to be removed. She came through it excellently. Was in good spirits. That's good. She's a little dizzy at first during the first part of the day, but she came right up and out of it. So thank you, Jesus. Thank you, God. For those of you who are different religions, definitely we are praying for you if you have any problems or issues. I personally pray, send good prayers unto you. So after we do this, we get wood, because if you've been follow us, you know we've got a lot of repairs on things to do in the home that we live in. It is a trailer, and it's an older trailer. It's a 1989 Clayton trailer. So at that time, it was one of the biggest trailers that was a single wide, 14 by 80, and it's lasted a good long while. Have I had to have a lot of repairs? Yes, I've had to do a lot of repairs because of living on the coast near the ocean. The seawater eats wood. It eats everything. It's difficult to keep anything up, especially a trailer. So I have put in floors. I have covered and put in walls. I have worked on a lot of different things myself, because those of us who do not have a lot of money or do not have money have to start putting on those multiple hats. You start to have to become a carpenter. If you're not that good of a carpenter, you still got to. You got to become a plumber. If you're not that good of a plumber, you still got to. You also have to do things like walling. I don't know the proper phrase for it, but putting walls up and things like this, replacing walls. I'm not good at this, but still got to. So you start wearing a lot of hats. happens when you are poor. And I'm not ashamed to say we're poor, but we are blessed because we do have a roof over our head. We do have food, and we do have the blessing of extras like air conditioning, and we have we have things to look positive about. If you say you generate the positive from little things, and I am grateful for YouTube, not just for the channel to share with you so that you can learn about us, our system, other systems, like the Anderson system I had mentioned, genuine systems that are out there with dissociative identity disorder, where you can learn about if you come in contact with somebody in your life, or you have somebody in contact in your life that has the disorder, how things actually happen. So you're no surprise too much if it takes place in your life. And also for others who have DID, because a lot of us, including myself, a lot of us are always on a search for trying to understand what is happening, what is going on. Are we the only ones? A lot of times you feel like, are we the only ones who's got this happening? Are we the only ones with DID who have it happening? Good question. So that is one thing that social media is good at. For those who are genuine out there, for you to understand. As I said though, always scrutinize and look carefully for those who are being genuine, for those who are being real, for those who aren't changing out their hair to show you that I am Valpray. If you do not know I'm Valpray, then you do not know, and I can do nothing about that. I'm in a goofy mood today, I guess you can tell. But so we got wood. Yes, yes. And Jesus blessed us with an excellent deal on wood, because we are obviously scrambling to get a balance of finances. So every penny counts, and I was lucky enough to find this couple that has a construction company, and they had a leftover wood that they had, and they were selling for excellent price. So I got enough to be able to do the floors throughout the entire house. Excuse. So what I say when I say this, I purchased OSB, nice thick OSB to do flooring, because I'm not going to go and buy the expensive, even if I had it, which I do know. I'm honest about it. I don't have finances like that. But if I did, I still would not go spend it putting in a whole bunch of money on flooring that's going to probably have to be replaced in another year or another 2 years. Every single, I don't know about regular homes, but trailers down here in South Carolina at the coast, probably at any coast, I would say, you're going to have to continuously keep replace the floors. So it makes no sense to me to throw in a whole bunch of money, even if you have it, on flooring that's temporary. So I got an excellent deal. I got 60 pieces, and they were so nice. They even threw in a couple of extra pieces because they're just they're trying to get out of the way so that they can have room for their company. And They through the two pieces. I have a bad back, as you probably know from one or two of the prior videos. They were nice enough. They carry it for me to the spot I requested, and their delivery fee was hardly anything really, because if you consider they were in a city that's roughly about 45-minute drive, sometimes hour in traffic from me. They drove it here with their little trailer and they unloaded it for me, and I was greatly appreciative. Greatly appreciative. If I knew specifically the name of their construction company, I would add it. And if I happen to find out, I will add it. That way I can give them a proper shout out because they deserve it. Really, really nice people. Obviously a small business, family owned. And that's, small businesses got to stick together and hang in there together. So I know I get off course most of the time, but it's relevant. So we got the wood. When initially I have them set it near the porch because I had to clear spot for the wood itself. Well, after clear spot for the wood, then we get the wood into the house. Well, we were doing this all that night. So technically, it was the wee hours of the morning when finished, we do that. So we get the wood in the house, and obviously we come, we lay down, and I don't remember too much after that because I was tired. It was a good workout though. I actually felt decent, even though I was a little confused about that because of my back. I wasn't having severe problems, but I was also being very careful. When you have back problems, you have to be very careful when you're bending and pay attention to what you're doing, how you're doing it. I'm sure anybody who's got back problems out there understands, or knee problems too, for that matter. You got to really pay attention, and if you pay attention, then you can get a lot more done because you're not going to throw your back out like we do a lot of times because we just go headstrong. Some of us just go headstrong into it and knock out the back, and that's not going to do us any good. But so we got the wood into the house, and I've got that sitting and waiting. I've got to get some other pieces of wood for the braces. I don't know if you're familiar with framing a home or no, but with framing the home, if there are pieces that need reinforced or that are possibly eaten away out a little bit with degeneration or with mold or with anything like this, you clear out the mold or the mildew, the degeneration, you clear it out, and then you reinforce it with other wood on either side to stabilize the structure. So I've got to get some of the stabilizing wood. I'm not ready to just jump in and start zooting it down with the drill, but get in there, get in there. Uh, Also, so we went to sleep. Well, I did. This for me. I did, and slept and slept and slept. As you know, technically over 24 hours. Had several nightmares in between. Woke up with a jump start. Was so tired. Uh, Went right back to sleep. Right back. I do not know if it was because of the physical activity that we don't normally participate in like that, or if it were that and the fact that me and Laura were kind of hooked on for that day as well. So it could be a combination of the both that made us so tired and sleepy that we just slept for over 24 hours. Well, continuously somewhat. Like I said, only sparks of wake up. You can tell when you oversleep. Most people would think, oh, it's good for you to get sleep. It is. But if you get too much sleep, there's the other side of that. Now, I woke up, got a bit of a headache because of sleeping too much. I've got these beautiful bags that I can pack and go to another country because this is what starts to come when you hit. Well, I should say when I didn't start getting this kind of with the body. The body didn't start getting these kind of bags until a couple of years ago, actually. The body's 48, so we now got the bags until around 46, 45, 46. Your mid 40s, expect to pack up and fly somewhere because you're going to these gorgeous things. My daughter keeps saying, put something cold, put a cold spoon on them, and things like this. And I have not seen Sona do because they eventually do go down in a few hours. It is. I'm not trying to be a beauty queen. I'm not trying to be gorgeous. So this is what it is. I don't think my cats care. So there you go. That's all I'm going to see for the next few hours anyway. Besides you, and you get to see my bags packed. You are so lucky. Have I mentioned that recently? So another thing that you may or may not want to know, but we're all human and things happen. I didn't know if I was going to mention this, but it happens, okay? As you get older, you have incontinence issues. For those of you who do not know what incontinence is, it is when you have issues where your bladder decides it no want to tell you anymore when it wants to go pee-pee, for lack of better word. Incontinence is horrible. I am told by some of the other authors that they do not have this. Well, congratulations. I hate the fact that they tell me all the time, well, excuse me, dislike, because God says no hate things. I dislike the fact that they tell me all the time, it's because you're an old lady. Well, technically, I personally, I'm an older woman. But then again, the body is 48. But I myself, so you understand why they say this, I was born May 1927. Okay, so that makes this year I will be 95. This is why I get so much flack from the other authors. Oh, you old lady. Oh, you dress like old lady. Oh, you have bottoms like old lady. Well, I do. Nothing wrong with being old. That just means I'm smarter than you, and I have already encountered it. So there, to the other authors of myself, ourselves, the body. How do we even say this? That shows you the complete confusion with dissociative identity disorder. You don't even know how to technically refer to you and your others. Continuous. Anyway, so incontinence, and if you sleep for over 24 hours, it appears that incontinence comes into play. That's all I will say at that point. So we not only woke up with beautiful bags, we woke up with other issues too that we will not specify because it's embarrassing. But we are sharing it because there are those of you out there who do have incontinence. Please know you're not alone. There are many, many people who have that. There are probably thousands and thousands of movie stars who have it. They're not going to tell you because they think, oh, I can't say that. But they do. They're people too. They put on their pants one leg at a time like everybody else. I know we do. So there it is. If you sleep over 24 hours at a time and you've had a child, maybe even if you haven't had a child, you may have this issue. Be prepared, because we are grown babies sometimes. Yes, grown babies. It's one thing you look forward to as you get older. Going right back into the babyhood. Yep, not looking forward to going back to diapers or anything like this at all. But it happens. So it's life. You're still breathing. Praise Jesus, praise God, Allah, or Buddha, or whomever you wish to praise, and be happy that you're breathing a breath. That's all I can say. But I have run so long that I don't even have really the time to explain the other thing I was going to explain. Because as my daughter would say, I talk too much, or I talk a lot. I do not think there's such a thing as talk too much. Unless... No, I don't think there is such a thing as talk too much. But I'll have to make a separate video because I don't want to keep running for you. Sorry. Thank you for calling me though. So we've got everything that we need in place for the most part. We've got a few other things to do, and I'm excited about getting the floors down because currently there are errors that we can now walk on the floor because of the depreciation of the floor. I'm sure there may be some of you out there that have this same issue as well. You are not alone. There are some times when certain parts of your floor you have to walk from brace to brace to ensure your safety because the floor may not be stable. And this is just facts. This is why there is restoration. This is why there are carpenters. This is why there's everything, because it has to be replaced. It has to be done. And sometimes you've got this time that it's degenerated and you cannot use, and this time is how long it takes for you to be able to get it situated to be able to fix. So thank goodness there are bracelets that you can step from too, and stay safe. If you have these issues, stay safe. And if you cannot take care of it of yourself, try find somebody that can help you, or a community clinic or something like this that can help you if you cannot afford, because it's always important to be safe, always. So I'm going to start to close for this particular video. Again and always, thank you for joining me. I deeply appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. Please like, share, subscribe. Thank you for all those who have subscribed. I am currently today, as I'm making this video at 6:46 a.m. on March 24, 2022, I have 161 subscribers. Yay! And we love you. We love you. Thank you so much. Because there's so many things you could be taking your time with, but you've come to visit me. You've come to visit us. and the Notorious DID system. Hit the notification bell if you want to keep visiting us, so you can get that notification telling you we're here. So, have a wonderful, blessed day. This has been Valpray. Adios.